Frederick got taken, and some things got shot up, and then there were some things. Then Ein was muted because Ein's always muted. Or his mic's open. One of the two.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who knows? Alright, so you guys captured a whole bunch of people. One of them getting lured into the ship before getting flapped in the back of the head. And the other one getting caught with a Weber. Courtesy of Solomon, the resident sneaky sneak. After which, you guys were going to interrogate said prisoners, coming up with all manner of inventive, cruel, and unusual methods of torture. So,
Yep.
you gentlemen are currently aboard your ship.
Yep.
You have an unconscious noble, a webbed noble, well, downed noble, who's out at the moment as well. And what are you guys doing?
Well, Solomon and Ein said they wanted to interrogate them, so I'm just looking forward to watching the masters work.
I'm no good at interrogation.
I'm decent at it.
I thought it's going to be him and Dell.
Oh, okay. Well, that I'm fine with that as well. What questions are we going to be asking them, boys?
What do they know about the Xeno scum?
Yeah, well, we probably want to find out if they've been working with anyone else other than the man we murdered, me and Dutch Dell murdered. 2, have they seen any, Xeno artifacts other than this thing that Dell wore? Because, if there's multiple things floating around, we need to know. Do they know that this is happening with Xenos? And then who else might be involved? I think that's the short list. Anyone else got ideas?
Oh, that sounds really
basically
good.
something like that.
Basically, words.
Words.
Well then, I'm willing and I'm ready and waiting.
Oh, let me cook up something up, like a truth serum or something first.
Ah, yes.
Is that just what you call copious amounts of booze?
Yes.
Oh, I guess
And
so.
also, we can open up the outer hatch and let them look out and see. It's very easy for people to disappear in this world.
You see the priest say that, aiming for menacingly. The unconscious bodies of the captives don't seem to care.
Yeah,
Nope.
they're unconscious. We need to wake them up first.
Just remember, don't kill them until we got information from them.
Why have to ruin all the fun?
Going?
I rolled a 6 for it.
It sounds like it's going pretty well.
Using the onboard medical supplies, as well as the copious amounts of medical equipment, as well as your personal stash of varied and interesting drugs, mushrooms, and flora that you have managed to accumulate in your long and distinguished career as a guardsman, following being medic for these bunch of clowns. You managed to whip up something that you're pretty sure is either going to kill him or make him really cooperative.
Why it have to be all the way around? Why can't it be like not kill him?
Wait, what?
What? Do you need medical assistance, Mrs.
No, he's saying it's gonna have to be so very fucking lethal. Oh, it's gonna work or it's gonna kill him.
Oh, what, 2 of them?
Or not.
A little sodium pentanol, goddamn, doesn't kill anybody.
We don't have any of that. We've just got like the 2 liters of bleach, the 5 kilograms of coffee, and the two bottles of gin. Which
Well, Lenny can make sodium pentanol from that.
Hey.
He's fucking good at it.
And the antifreeze for the engines.
Yes, and that.
Lenny can cook out sodium pentanol from that.
So, Lady, you've
Yes?
cooked your stuff. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Oh, I'm just watching. This is gonna be fun.
I will don my carapace armor, including the helmet.
I am the law.
To look spookscary.
Also, because he doesn't know that I am anything but a plaything for a fop.
All right.
I have the 46 in the interrogation.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for you guys to tell me what you're doing.
I'm
Well,
kind of confused. Okay, so we tie these fuckers up. I wake them up with something else that isn't my true serum, or yes. Should we do them at the same time or just one by one? One by one.
One by one would be better.
They can't go on, like, you know, fix their stories up.
Okay. So you gonna tie them up or something so I can then wake
Yep.
them up so they don't like start jittering all about the base place?
Yeah, let's tie him up. Do you have to roll for that, damn it, or just tie him up? It's fucking
We
You
just
basic.
can
tie them
certainly
up.
tie up. You can certainly tie up an unconscious person, Line.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right.
So I give them something to wake up, and I at the same time also spike them with the good stuff.
Well,
TM.
just spike one of them with your good stuff.
Well, we're interrogating one at a time, so
Yes.
so
Sorry, I'm
this
just
is
checking.
the first one.
Are you keeping both in the same room, or what are you doing? Are you just gonna keep them in the cargo hold where you guys are now?
Just stick one in the broom closet.
Letty?
Hmm. Sure. Let's put the one with the guy with the sleepy stuff in the broom closet for now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be participating in the interrogation. I can't fucking say shit.
All right. So, your victim, as he is, the shorter gentleman with the muddy brown hair that you guys lured aboard before slapping him in the back of the neck, gets injected by your concoction, or with your concoction, and then you wave a couple of smelling salts under his nose to bring him to. And you see him like blink, 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 look around, a little bit blurry-eyed, trying to figure out what he has. And you see him try and move to touch the back of his head where he got conked, and then notices that he's bound. He stays quiet.
Do you know where you are, sir?
All I know is that my family has a controlling interest in most of the mines in this region, and if you do not unhand me at this very moment, you will.
Look at me, you
Face the
little maggot.
consequences.
Do you think this little world of yours matter to us? This little fucking filthy sore pit of a fucking asshole? I don't care about this little world.
Look, your master that arrived, you may think that he's
You
some
don't know anything about my master. My master is way more powerful than you ever would think.
some upstart young noble arrives here
I
on this.
bitch slapped the little bitch.
Damn.
All right. Sure. Roll a strength check for me, Ein.
Sorry, what? Rolla?
Strength check.
He's tied up.
Yeah. And
I can't wait
Mine
until
breaks the wrist.
Ein it's like
Wow.
caresses
you
his
administer a
cheek.
stinging slap that doesn't really do any damage. More of a humiliating,
You know,
like blow to the head. Nothing to do too much damage.
yeah. Well, like, what was I supposed to do? I wasn't punching him. I was slapping him.
Listen here, you little shit. You will let me go. or we
Open
will
up
have
the
bounty
cargo
hunters on you.
hatch.
You think you can kill me?
I can kill you like a buck.
You certainly could, and the
It's
rest of your
in your
miserable life
best
will be
interest.
short and fraught with
Okay,
so
guys,
much pain as you
open up the
cannot even
cargo
imagine.
hatch. We can talk to the next guy.
I open the door.
Okay.
We're still on the ground, aren't we?
No,
Yep.
aren't we on the air?
I don't
No.
remember us taking
Oh
off.
shit! I thought it was. Okay, this is all ruined because I thought we were in the air. Damn it.
So, are you just gonna let him go?
No, I'm gonna leave him tied up in here. How long do you think he will survive?
Longer than you will if you touch a hair on my head, you filthy Philistine.
I go and scruffle his hair.
Glared at you.
How long have you been collaborating with the Xenos?
Just stares at you icily.
These hunts, how many have you attended?
He looks away, staring at the opposite wall.
Who's your family? You've
He
been
knows.
bandying them around as threats.
He looks straight into your eye, well, into your visor slits.
I
I
think you're
suppose
gonna
it
have
would
to
be.
purge his family.
Some little upstart noble house is not going to uproot the Findekeist family.
You really think we're just some noble house?
Couldn't care less.
Vindicized house.
Can I do some research in the back while they're doing this? While they're asking questions
Sure,
about the Vindikai house.
sure.
How long has your
can,
family
make
been in
some-
this region?
You will unhand me, you will return me to my manor, and if I am feeling extremely terribly, I will not have you murdered.
How long has your family been in this sector?
Nobody knows where you are. You're the one who is in fear of his life. We can kill you like nothing and just dispose of you, and nobody will know whatever happened to you. So please spare me your bullshit.
Alright, make a deception check.
It's like,
I'm assuming I know everything about
Why you
this
think
house.
I'm lying?
Because, A, you guys haven't told him who you are. As far as he's concerned, you're
Idiot.
just a bunch of random scrubs.
Gideon, I thought these two were meant to be good at this.
Yeah, I also thought this, Solomon. I would like.
I'm gonna just wander back into
I'm
the
gonna
armory for a
reroll
second
this
to look for
deception
some.
check.
Yeah, go for it, Hippo. Matt, how did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, Jesus.
I rolled a 4.
Kill me, and the gene tracker within me will lead them straight to you.
Who's them?
Matt, the Findekai family, you know, is the governor-elect and a bunch of the other noble houses that have married into them over the last couple of centuries. They own most of the mines here jointly with the Mechanicum. The Mechanicum providing skilled labor and maintenance and taking a tithe of the resources in return for this noble house. Basically, make sure that the products get exported in off world and managing funds and all that kind of thing. And they've grown enormously wealthy off of that. The
Okay.
gentleman you guys have with you is the youngest of a family of 17, who is pretty much just a debutante. He just fucks around, spends money, whiles away his days. He doesn't really have any. He doesn't have a job or any kind of like endeavor or enterprises or anything like that. He literally just lives a
Yep.
life of luxury.
Yep, I'd say pain all the way.
Nah.
Mr.
Sorry, no. How big is this? How much pull does this family have off world then?
In this sector, substantial.
Okay.
They could probably leverage quite a lot of political and not to mention financial power if they need to.
Mr. Gideon, do you have any drug that can induce pain?
Lots. Why?
Because I want to inject this little man with this stuff, and I'll tie him up again and gag him, and I'll just do you the other one. Let's see if he's more cooperate. And when we're done with him, we can, turn our attention to this one again, and after some pain, let's see if he's more softened up for talking.
Yeah. So why would he?
What do
I
we
probably
get
have
by
something
torturing
that
this
will,
man?
like, cause serious agony. Oh, Griff.
Oh.
I don't know.
Like, roll D100 for me.
Just,
Yes.
just so I'm
Will
like,
this kill them as well?
No, not by killing him. I never said that. I just said pain.
No, I'm asking Griff if my.
No.
Okay.
It'll make some discomfort.
Oh, you
Just
saying
so
that?
I know, we are planning on definitely 100% disposing of these two when we're done. Yeah.
that was the initial plan.
If we're gonna kill them, we might as well just tell them who we are, and then they'll shit themselves.
Okay. Cause yeah, I've gone out to the back to find a chainsaw.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk past him, kneel down with like put on my Inquisition ring, have it plainly in view with the chainsaw in the other hand. If I were you, I'd start talking. I don't think they're not very good at this, and I'd hate to see what they do when they got desperate, which I think they're about to do. And then walk
Interrogation
back
check for me.
off. Oh, I'm not interrogating him though.
It's basically an opposed test against his willpower to see how if he gives you any answers, and if so, how many.
Okay, I'm gonna use a fate point to get +10 on this.
Sure.
Fuck, I
Ooh.
passed. 2
Damn.
degrees
What's
of
your
success.
2 degrees success? My. Okay, that'll get you an answer. One answer. And you also see his pants start getting stained with a little bit of urine now that he notices the ring.
Ah, I think you understand the gravity of the situation now.
Well, it's no fun when you have to give them all the answers to begin with. Takes all the game out of it.
Forgive my friend. He's a clergyman, so naturally he wants to kill you.
You can see him
Slowly.
like starting to like sweat a little bit. It's like eyes are starting, and his skull just kind of glancing around.
Now, I can appreciate the power your family has in the region.
I like you cite, the scholastic large judgment sentence. His sentence is.
Well, his sentence would be for a tribunal of his peers to decide.
You sure about that? Casino stuff?
He's still a nobleman at the end of the day. Not some random skivvy off the street.
So, I'll ask again. How long have you been colluding with the Xenos?
About 6 months.
Who initiated the contact?
Make an interrogation roll.
Wow.
That's for
What?
4 degrees of success.
Okay, what are you going to do to interrogate him?
Oh shit, well he's already scared.
Yeah, he's fairly scared. I mean, but remember, he's also lived a life of wealth and privilege. He's got this wall of arrogance built up around him that he's untouchable.
Oh, we have to remind him he's touchable. So I'll ask, Severus, who are the key members of his family? What positions are they in and where are they now?
Why you do this to me?
Look,
You could easily say he tells you.
While his father is the governor, he is the smallest of 17 brothers and sisters, the least important. I'm just telling this to Dell at the back. It's like, does he really think his father's going to care what happens to his most useless son?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Still here with the chainsaw. If you want, I can just cut on him a bit.
Now, I understand your nobility, so I can't outright murder you here.
Well, you could. I mean, he doesn't.
If he were to fall out of a spaceship, that's hardly murder. He's
Right.
tripped and fallen.
This is true.
If we were to just
It's like,
drop him
there's
into
no
the sea
evidence.
at
He's just a
10,000 feet,
blob.
by the time he dies, we will be far away.
There's so much paperwork whenever we have to deal with one of you suddenly ending. And given the scope of the crime,
So much paperwork.
I think that there wouldn't be much fight from your family once we notify them what you've been up to. As a
That's
matter.
if we don't suspect them of also being.
So if I were you, I would tell us everything we want to know.
He looks like he's wavering, but it seems like he's still Doesn't look like he's gonna break just yet. He's still got that look in his eye.
Well,
That,
if we
that sneer.
I'll like talk open. Well, if we cut like one arm off
No.
and he won't talk after that, well, at least when we wake the other one up, he'll see what we've done to him and he will talk.
Severus, do you think we should contact his family? Let them know what he's done? Tell them that he's coming with us?
No.
No, that will just be far more paperwork than we currently have
Nobody
time
knows
for.
he's here. Let's just.
He's
Like
already
it's-
admitted to high heresy.
You interrogate horrible prisoners, underhivers for a living, Dell. How can you not make this nobleman speak? How would you interrogate those other people?
You know, it does occur to me I am being overly generous with this young man. I'll take out my shock maul.
His eyes widen just a fraction.
I'll power it
Lowering
on.
again.
Now, do you know what this is?
You see him swallow, but he doesn't say anything.
I tap his shoulder with it.
Just the tap.
Just a tap.
All right. So he has to make a toughness saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Ooh, he passes. You see him cling to his jaw a smidgen, that otherwise appears fine.
Do you know what this is?
Guys, we're in no hurry at the moment. We could just let him sweat. Just tie him up and gag him and throw him in that fucking closet and let's wake up the other one. Let him sweat a little. Like I say, Gideon, give him something with pain. It'll soften him up.
Oh,
Oh,
So
I've
you
got something.
injecting him with something?
I think I'm gonna inject him something that gives him like really, really bad trips. Like not just pain. I'm thinking like just like horrific mental damage, pretty much.
Well, LSD or something.
All the
Yeah,
mescaline.
something that breaks down one's ego, basically.
You know,
Okay.
it's funny. I can break his ego the same way I can break his jaw. Using
Why
this,
haven't you?
I'm
Well,
going
if you
to.
break his jaw, it makes it awfully hard for him to talk.
Like every time I start to do something, Ein jumps in and starts saying, "No, let's do something else."
Sorry.
Hmm.
Keep going if you want.
I tap his shoulder again. Do you know what this is?
Passes his toughness test. Wow, we're running a lot of 20s today.
Damn. Still not talking, huh?
Nope.
I will smash his foot with it.
Okay, roll for damage.
You're a tough
Now
guy.
we're talking.
You know what this is? Smash.
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna mangle his foot.
Yup. That it is.
Yeah. Oh, he lucked out because of the board. That would be
How's your
6.
strength bonus?
Ooh. Didn't think about that. My strength bonus is 4 plus 5, so it's 1d10 plus 5.
You guys just see the Dell just walking around him, staying out of his sight. Every now and then touching the head of the shark maul to one of his exposed skinny bits. Watching the electricity arc before suddenly whirling around and slamming the hammer down on his foot, and his foot just splatters like a grapefruit. The sock itself going mushy, like somebody's taken a sock and just filled it up with peas, and he just starts screaming bloody murder.
Do I have your attention?
He's at the moment he's kind of just screaming his lungs out, thrashing against the bindings. The end of his foot just a pulp, ruined mess.
Gideon, I would patch him up before he bleeds out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'll take him,
He's
like,
he's
couple of
not
minutes.
bleeding too bad. That's mainly his foot just became sawdust.
I'd consider it more goop than sawdust.
I'll grab
That's
his
just
face.
my medical profession or my medical opinion.
Oh, no, to me it looks like paste.
I'll grab his face and start slapping him. Like, stay with me.
Paste would also work.
Stay with me, princess.
You can see he's breathing hard, looking at you now, trying to keep his composure.
You feel that?
He nods his head vigorously.
That is the least bad this will feel.
Interrogation check. God damn.
3 degrees of success.
Well done. He needs to roll his to resist. Putting your interrogation against his willpower.
This is true.
Fuck. 58. Alright. It's 4 degrees success again for you. 58, 18. Yes, exactly 4 degrees success. Okay, ask a question.
Who initiated a contact with the Xeno?
I don't know. I don't know. We just met him at a party.
Met him at a
Whose
party. I'm
party?
going to need some more specifics, sir.
Whose party?
The Saurus, the party we were at this evening. One of his parties. That's where we saw him the first time.
How long ago was this?
About 6 months. I don't know. I didn't really keep calendar.
About 6 months?
Yeah.
Did you ever try the suit?
Big interrogation check on, since you're not the spooky one at the moment.
Ooh.
35, and he rolls a 5. Ignores you. You fail by 3 degrees.
Oh boy.
Well, you know, my skill is still 40 fucking 6. God
Do you know anything about this Xeno?
You will need to give him another test, another bump if you want more answers.
I'll tap his shoulder.
14. Yeah, passes.
Damn. I really don't want to have to mangle him too bad.
Unfortunately, he's rolling rather well on the toughness test.
He's still got all of his limbs. You've got many opportunities.
Yeah, you got
Hmm.
like his other foot, like his thigh.
Why
You know.
Why you just go
arm,
with the big stuff? You can still breaking
hand.
all
His
his fingers.
teeth,
I'll
his fingernails.
Oh yeah, fingernail.
I'll look
Also,
him.
we completely just saying this out loud, so he can hear everything.
Right. I'll look at him in his eyes.
Just like glancing from person to person.
You know they have a point.
I'm
Kinda-
gonna start like writing all the ideas on like a whiteboard or something.
I look at the shock mall
Brainstorming.
in mock disappointment. Like, is this thing working? Seems like the taps seem to not do much, but the slams seem to do a lot.
You can see him,
Slamming usually works better.
bending hard, looking at the head of the hammer, trying to keep his composure.
So,
Walk up with the chainsaw. Oh, this is working. Why don't you use this? And then rev it up.
You see him flinch away from the sound visibly.
so I'll tap him again. He will fail eventually.
9.
Damn.
The taps, they just don't do enough.
To be fair, he just smashed his foot. At this point, that's really like a little bit of electric shock. At this point, is the least of his fucking worries.
Like I say, can't we just drug him up or something that will fuck up his willpower?
He's got some pretty hefty willpower penalties so far from Letty's concoction, but he's also got some fairly hefty bonuses as well because of who he is.
Because he grew up taking all the drugs.
That too.
Hmm.
Plus, I'm fairly sure nobles are just like trained to resist interrogation.
Yep.
As by nature of being noble.
Okay.
All that, and for this exact reason.
I will then. These tabs do not seem to be working.
They're also supremely confident that they'll be rescued.
I will then just push it in his chest. So, does this work at all?
Push it in. 27 passes.
Damn.
Hey, Gideon.
Hmm.
He said something about this gene tracker thing. Do you reckon you could disable that?
No. That's a bit beyond Letty's purview.
And when I say can you disable that, I'm winking.
Do I? Or so I probably know what the hell a gene tracker is, right? What the hell is what a gene tracker? This is for me.
Yeah, you're fairly familiar with it. It's essentially like a imprint, almost like a biometric scanner that's tracked via satellite, so that the nobles can be located wherever they are on the planet.
Mm.
Just like take Gideon off to the side. Just go and like jab him with something, and then I'll tell him you've disabled it.
So it's like just a genetic imprint, or is it like machines or something implanted into people?
It's a combination of things. It's a combination of pheromone tracking, gene tracking, retinal, like a whole bunch of stuff that all like come together to basically make it easy to find a noble as long as he's in the family holdings, if you want to call it that, like in their jurisdiction. No, that's really the right word. In their demesne.
The region.
So if someone took him to like literally fucking nowhere, they couldn't really track them.
It would take longer, but they would definitely find him eventually.
Yeah, forgot pheromone tracking.
Yeah, but like I say, if you just drop him off and he'll just splatter, there's no link to us, right?
Well, I mean, if we like do the most retarded idea we had, which is going to orbit and like drop him and in the descent phase, so he literally burns an adversary. There's like nothing to follow.
True.
You guys are thinking way too big. We just left a party that was destroyed. That's how we found this man, right?
They're covering up that party for sure.
Who's to say he couldn't have been found under some rubble?
With his foot smashed.
Well, everything would be smashed. And I'll look at him in the eye and say, yeah, that way we don't have to worry about broken bones.
Are you, like, speculating out loud, or are you trying to convince him of it?
Speculating? No, I'm telling him that's the truth. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
You see, son, being the most useless of 17, I think I have a little more leeway than normal. I just need a few things from you, and then we can go. You make this too much of a pain, then I can't let you go. And then you're supposed to do something. I don't know.
He's just eyeing you. He's not... Like, now that the initial pain from the foot is receding to a more dull ache, he's just like jaw clenched, just looking at you.
I gotta say, I think we need to find an ejection, Gideon.
God damn, you guys already injected him with 2 things.
Inject him with all the things.
Yeah, well, yeah.
My solution is always more drugs.
Right. That's how he lives his life.
Good.
I mean, as much as I like having more drugs, maybe this is just like punch him again a couple more times. I mean, seriously, just like he has more limbs.
I could just lie
Or
to
just
him.
you could just actually punch him, like
Okay.
Just look
you
at
don't
his
need
fucking
to
jaw.
smash
I
him
can
with a-
always
with a
like
power sword all the
relocate it.
time.
Holy shit.
Right. It's like, okay. I assume that your dentists are great on this planet, correct?
Why?
I punch him in the face.
Roll damage.
Can I hold his head to make sure all those teeth get punched?
Sure.
I don't know how much damage
Just
of...
roll a d10 for me. And then add your strength bonus.
8.
It's 2 plus 4, eh?
Strength
Alrighty.
bonus is... My strength is 4.
And it's d5 for unarmed.
Ah, okay.
So it's 6 points, and you just wham gauntlet to the face, and you just see his teeth just shatter. Front row, top and bottom, just getting caved in, and you see him immediately start coughing and spitting, and you see chunks of teeth and blood and spit and tears just running down the front of his chest. Make an interrogation check, Tashi.
Shit.
Fate points,
Wow.
Trash.
Is that
No,
a 9?
that's a
yeah,
9.
that's a
Why would
nine.
you want to
Okay,
fate
don't
put a
worry.
9?
Jesus.
Because it could get lower.
Just heard, oh
That's-
shit,
that's
I
four.
thought he had rolled these traditional 80
No,
plus,
Trash
80
is. Oh shit, because he's never rolled this good ever.
No.
32. It's 32 minus 9, so that's what, 2 degrees success, eh?
My interrogation is 50.
No, I know, but it's an opposed opposed roll. So you need to roll below your interrogation against the subject's willpower.
I got you.
Yeah, it's 2 degrees of success. All right. So that entitles you to 2 questions. Ask your questions.
Alright, so we already know that it's been going on for 6 months that he's aware of, that it was at the behest of the person whose party it was, who's been dealt with.
So we want to know whether there were more types of Xeno artifacts, I would think, and whether there was anyone else involved in organizing this. Like he said, he's seen the one guy, but was anyone else? Did anyone else help get everything together?
Okay.
Unless anyone else can think of different things.
Yeah, did they only use that kind of artifact, or did they have more? That's a good question.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Ask your first question.
It also if they had like a regular meeting place with the aliens.
tell me what you know about dealing with the Xeno.
I didn't ever speak to him by myself. Usually talk to Isaris. It's not really. We didn't really talk to him. We just sometimes used some of the things that they brought.
Some of the things.
Yeah, like guns and swords. The hunting for sport.
And these were Xeno guns.
I mean, I don't know. Some of them looked a little bit funny, but how am I supposed to know?
One so young, so cavalier with his life. You already knew it was a Xeno. You already knew it was Heresy. Ooh, I hate Heresy. I hate Heresy.
We all hate Heresy here.
Mid-interrogation. Ooh, I know, I hate heresy.
Wow.
Suddenly, just kills the captive.
No, I know. No, that means I get a plus 10 for every roll. Because I have hatred Heresy.
I think that's when you're attacking enemies.
He is my enemy! Enemy of the truth!
He is attacking him with his words.
Yes!
Okay, so what are you doing? He seems to have climbed up again.
Alright. I guess I should... Okay, let's see here. So, and I'll speak out loud. So we know this has been going on for 6 months. We know that the host of this party was the initiator. We know that they used multiple tools provided by Xeno scum. We also know that you willingly and wantonly engaged in heresy on multiple accounts. Gentlemen, do you think there's anything else we need from this man before we return him?
Apparently, he is
we want to
useless
know
to
whether-
us.
Sorry, Gary online.
Sorry, I'm just trying to goat him into trying to tell him he knows something more because he's useless now.
I suppose one. Was there anyone else in charge? Like, did the guy organizing this that you murdered, Del?
Anthony Tracy murdered him.
Yeah, is that all? Was that the only person, or were there other people helping to organize these events? And two, I don't know. Maybe you can. Does he know it? Is there anything else he thinks we should know? Not that he's likely to actually say that, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yes. Good questions. Look back at the young noble.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any other organizers? Who else hosted these parties besides the previous host?
Sure, try another interrogation. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna ask him. Wow. Am I gonna have to, like, smack a bitch?
Most like, put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Subject feels he's better than the interrogator, +10. Subject is confident in impending rescue, +20.
I'm gonna have to smack a bitch. So I'm gonna smack a
He's
bitch.
got some significant bonuses to his willpower stat at the moment, which has already got a fairly decent start.
Okay, I will, I'll smack the opposite cheek from the one I smacked before.
You smashed his teeth in his foot and then you slap him.
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Right, so that would be a 5 plus a 2.
3 + 4, 7. Flap!
That might knock
Fist.
him over.
And... he's out. 52 on a toughness test.
Finally. So he's passed out.
And probably needs medical attention, but yes, he's passed out.
Gideon.
Are we done with him, or
So before we dispose of him, why don't we use him to help try and get some stuff out the other one?
Yeah, we can kill him in front of the other one to
Well,
scare the
no,
living
no,
shit out
Not
of
that
him.
far. Maybe as a end game thing. But if maybe I drag the other one off and implore him to speak and tell him that that could happen to him. I don't want to see that happen to him. Whilst you're beating the shit out of this guy, then maybe that will get him to volunteer some information.
Gideon, wait.
That is a valid point.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Also, can Gideon just stop this current man from dying?
Oh, yeah,
I'll
make sure he
get
doesn't
his
die.
beam Tracking to go
No,
off.
the other guy was sitting there, webbed up, right?
Well, he's out.
No,
he's also out.
we had moved the other guy to a different room.
Okay.
And he's out.
Which one is this one that we've just wrecked? Is this the one that I
This is
punched
the
out,
one-
or the one that we webbed?
This is the one that was clonked in the back of the head.
Alright.
This is
So
the one who
if-
thought you guys were rescuing him.
All right, so the other one is
if you stop
okay.
him from dying, and then Solomon, you could I don't know, go and
Stabilize him.
entrench the other one to beg him to talk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag. What kind of layout of the ship have we got going on here? Is there anywhere that I can drag him? But I don't suppose there are
You guys
internal
have-
windows.
There's no internal windows,
I can
unfortunately.
drag him
since it's in-
through a door, I guess. and
No,
then
no,
look
no,
from
no.
there.
No, leave him on the ground.
No. I want to drag off this uninjured guy whilst you're beating on this guy.
Oh, this other guy's already beat up. I think we should bring in the other guy and wake him up. And just put him in the same chair. Just take the guy who's knocked out, move him to the side in full view, and wake the other guy up. What do you think?
We can try that, but if you continue kind of beating on the guy, and I'll see if I'll try and talk to the other guy in a nice way. I won't interrogate him. I'll be his buddy.
It's still going to be an interrogation.
Yeah, and deception
God
checks.
damn it!
It's going to be good cop, bad cops.
Yep.
I'm so good at charming people, though.
Well, you could
You can-
try to charm him.
You can try and assist him, yeah? We can try and charm him.
Instead of interrogating him, be like, "Hey, we'll let you go if you tell us what we know."
Yeah, my approach is just going to be, look,
Deceive
this
for days.
isn't good. I don't want this to happen to you.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna straight up just lie to him. Just be like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
hey, buddy, old pal, old buddy.
Hey, it's me, your cousin.
Ein
And-
and Trash are just wrecking the other poor guy.
Yeah. Just have him kind of look around a doorway whilst they're beating the shit out of his friend. Or what could be his friend. Maybe they hate each other. Maybe this will make him really happy.
well, scare him because he'll know, it's gonna happen to him too.
So,
So it's like a mixed feeling.
what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna drag the other one out then, and yeah, Gideon, if you could rouse him.
So
Yeah.
Gideon,
Thunk.
Skid,
Head hitting every soul on the way in. Gideon, working his medical magic, jabs him in the shoulder with a, well, actually, on the throat with a little something, a little pick me up that he designed after his younger years of binging. And you see him moan, try and move, and you can tell he's awake, but he just goes limp and stays like keeps his eyes closed, like he's pretending to still be.
Bitch slap him.
No, there's no need for that. I still haven't.
You've got other guy to bitch slap.
Yes.
Hippo's
Well,
trying to make
he's
friends here and influence.
pretending.
Yeah, Hippo. I know this guy's passed out, right? So I'll just get the shock maul and I don't want to play act because I'm not an actor.
Make sure you can like leave his foot visible to us in the doorway.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like beat him and just like start dragging him off. To
Well, I'll simply
somewhere
say it's
where,
like, hey, do you have the next one?
Wake the next one up! We scream.
Okay, whoa, oh, I'm on it. Whoa, don't hit me. And then I disappear off. Hey, listen. Look, they've beaten up this guy. They don't
Hurry
pay.
up, damn it!
Oh God, they don't pay me enough for this. You should tell them what they want. They've smashed that guy's foot. I think they're gonna throw him in the engine.
Deception roll.
99.
Hippo, while you're saying this, you're looking at the terrified face of the noble looking up at you at the moment.
So my deception's 55, and that's a 55.
Let's see if he figures out that you're being full of shit. Oh, that's a 73. He looks at you and he utterly believes your lie. Even though anybody else in the room could tell that there was like the shittiest acting. You know, you were just scraping the bottom of the barrel there, but this guy's fucking
Acting
terrified.
is
He
can-
flies
can-
into a
artistic,
blind
damn it.
infector.
Can he see the mangled body?
He just sees the body disappearing into the room with
Alright,
Dell
sweet.
in his
Trailing blood.
ominous, faceless armor just pulling him out.
Listen, what I can help you get out, but I can stop them from hurting you, but you're gonna need to tell them what they want to know. They're talking about some Xeno. I don't want to get involved with any of this, man. I'm just an emperor-fearing man.
You see him like is looking around now, looking around. I knew we should have kept running. I knew we should have gone into the woods. I knew we should have gone. We should have run. We should have just kept going and back. Then we wouldn't have gotten eaten like this others kind of part and hurt. He doesn't.
I
look
just
like
shake
he's
him.
more-
Come on, man. You keep talking like that. They're gonna mess you up. They'll mess you up like they messed that other guy up. I watched. They smashed his foot up, and then they stood around and laughed.
Laughed.
I think the priest pissed on him.
Make another deception roll.
Fate point!
Boy.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Whoa!
boy.
Hold on. Holden.
So.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry. Oh my god, poor guy. He's not like looking around, trying to like crane his neck to see what's going on.
I
What-
drag him
what-
around the
what-
corner if you can see.
What do I need? What do I need to say?
They're asking about some nobles. They got involved with with an alien. They trade in. They got weapons. You just tell them where they got them from. Tell them everything that you know, and and I'll try and get you out of here.
You see him start break down a little bit and start sniveling. I don't know anything. Cesaris is the one. We just came to his house for the parties. That's all I know.
Come on, man. You gotta think. You gotta know more than that. Your limbs, especially, are at stake here. They seem to really like
Oh, God,
cutting them
Emperor.
off.
He's like, when you say his limbs, he's like looking at his bound hands and arms. He's like, oh, I don't know. You need to ask Cesaris. He would know. I don't know.
They've
anything."
already killed him.
Oh God, Emperor, they're going to kill me. There's nothing I can do about it. You see, he's like starting to like freak out because he doesn't know what to tell you.
Just
What do you wanna
lean
do
out.
with it?
How's it going outside?
What are you doing, Trash?
Oh, I've unbound
You've got the unconscious body with the broken face and smashed foot.
Yeah, I just pick him up like a sack of potatoes, sling him over my shoulder, walk in front of the room that this other guy's in, so that he can see me throw him bodily down on the ground.
Yeah, but you can hear the sharp crack of his head hitting the ground.
And then I'll just simply say, "Where's the next one?"
Hold on, sir. I'm still waking him up. Come on, you gotta know something. Any information, if you knew where they meet the alien, that might do.
You smell a sudden sharp, almost acidic smell as you
I-
see a wet patch spreading down his leg.
I'll put some filtration plugs in.
All right. I don't know what to tell you. What am I going to do?
Just you're a God-fearing man like I am. Just denounce everyone that's involved in this
I'll say whatever
try.
you want. Just let me go, please.
So you really don't know anything about where they meet the Xeno or anything,
I
no?
don't know anything, please. I just
Then
came for the parties.
I'm really sorry. And I pistol whip him.
Funk. Side of the head. Drops again.
Nah, he doesn't know anything.
None.
He gave you a name or any information.
No, not any more than the other guy did. Just that
Well,
it
the
seems to
other
have all
one
been
confirmed a
all
lot
been
of stuff from
Osiris.
us. I mean, we haven't killed him yet, so let's just patch him up and tie him up and
Well, there's a few problems.
chug him up.
He knows who we are. He knows what we did. I don't know that he should wake up. Opinions?
Kirby, while all of these guys are doing this, can I have a little do a little bit of side project?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
Well, we've been told that this started about 6 months ago. I want to do some general research to find out if anything happened 6 months ago that's unusual. Did a ship dock that hasn't left yet? Was there a disturbance somewhere? Like, did a ship crash? Did something land? You know? Did anything happen over the last couple of 6 months ago that would have been indicative of, like, could be a threat I can start tagging on?
What kind of role are you aiming to use for that?
Well, I want to use logic because logic is more about putting all little bits of information together.
Do
Potentially
logic and
supported
do.
by everything else.
Well, you need a role to actually pull info to put together again. Which role do you want to use for that? Logic's going to be putting the little bits and bobs that you gathered together, but which data records, which systems are you accessing that you want to put together? Is the question.
I'm gonna probably use bureaucracy because I'm just gonna start pulling things like spaceport
Manifests
logs,
and
weather logs, disturbance reports. I'm just gonna start pulling stuff like serious data mining from multiple giant
you're going to try and
databases.
Sherlock Holmes this shit.
Oh, that's me, but less pretentious and crotchier.
Slightly less pretentious.
Slightly less pretentious.
All right, make your bureaucracy roll for me.
A lot more cocaine though.
A lot more cocaine. That's how I would.
That motherfucker's hooked on cocaine.
Yeah, I make it.
With how many degrees?
Just make it.
All right, and then make a logic roll for me.
And that I make with 3 degrees of success.
Okay. You start pulling data. You pull astropathic logs. You pull ship manifests, inspections. You pull ships that have come into dry dock, ships that have come in for refitting, repair. And in that time frame, you do see that the personal ship of House Osiris well, one of their ships anyway, but the hunting vessel of Gregard Isaris has been at anchor above the planet since the 6-month period started.
While these guys are all looking at these a bunch of unconscious people, I'm gonna be like, guys, come here. I found something that might be important.
What's that?
So let me take you through my mind palace. No, wait, I promise less pretentious.
Mind
No,
mansion.
I've done some
My
research.
Mick Mind Mansion.
Mind apartment.
My mind hovel. I've done some research.
My
and
mind apartment in
it looks
Soho.
like our the host for our party, his personal interplanetary ship has been in dock in orbit for the last 6 months. So since this started. Now that would kind of make sense. We've seen nothing that would indicate Dark Eldar. There's been no history of Eldar around this planet. But if he brought a small retinue of Dark Eldar to the planet, that would be the most logical place for them to hide, because they could just live in the stately rooms on that ship, and they could just bring them down for the feast specifically. So that is potentially I don't know. That might be where they're hiding.
And if they are, how do we get there? Short of trying to blast our way in.
Well, anyone got ideas? I mean, we could do a bit more research to try and firm up this potential lead. We could try to disguise ourselves as people dropping them. I mean, surely that ship must be getting reasonable resupplies, regular resupplies. We could try to sneak aboard that way. We could just try to set it up so that they get boarded as a part of a normal Navy inspection, which could also I don't know, identify something. Anyone got ideas?
Yeah, I think research is definitely the way to go. Noble interrogation, we're going to have to do too much damage. We might be able to get away with harming this little pissant, but I don't think muscle's going to be the way we get through this.
Yeah, we should. What we can do is try and see if any specifically passenger shuttles move between that ship in and out from orbit or from planet side. One would presume that's
a good call.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Guys?
Well, we need to see if we can track down this Noble came in contact with a Xeno somehow. We got to find the source, the root of it. Was it an accident that he was chosen, or is there some sinister plot here?
Actually, guys, while Dell's thinking out loud, Griffey, I know that there's at least in the last day, there's been at least one Dark Eldar, probably two more than that, judging by what Solomon says he saw on the tapes. So I want to just do a check and see if any personal transport has gone between planets and that ship in orbit in the last day or two, and whether it's still here.
Make a bureaucracy roll for me.
I'm gonna roll that again.
Okay.
It gets worse.
I have no idea, guys. I forgot how databases work.
You can't seem to find the relevant information in the labyrinthian archives of the Administratum. It seems that somebody must have misfiled it.
What was it?
Damn novices! And their shitty file keeping.
It's just like 100 million untitled dot.
Yeah, text files.
TXT.
Yes, text 1, text 2, text 3.
It's like son of a
untitled
bitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, etc.
Whoa,
Okay.
are you a mechanic is adept?
Guys, I think we have to. Is there another way? I think there might have been a transport recently between that ship in orbit and the planet side, but I can't seem to find anything on the logs. It might be worth us trying to investigate that because potentially however the Dark Eldar are getting between here and the ship, they might still be on the planet.
Fucking Windows
Considering it's
100.
still like it's like early morning now, so it hasn't been that long. Any thoughts, guys?
So what? We go and find the Osiris personal space dock and keep an eye on it for ships coming in and out.
Well, we probably need to get rid of these two guys. Like, I don't think the Inquisition is going to be pissed at us for killing random nobles.
Nobody
as long as we don't
knows
get
we
caught.
killed them.
We just want to get rid of that. But Solomon, you're quite a friendly chap. Couldn't you maybe go to the air control and just, I don't know, tell them you're looking for information on a ship? Your brother was flying it or something. I don't know. You're good with people.
I could try, but why would they be flying from the spaceport?
No, but the spaceport would log. You would still, even if you landed somewhere else, you would still need to probably log that with someone official. If you didn't want to make it look all suspicious.
Traffic control, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
We could try.
It's just otherwise. I mean, if we're just gonna watch their spaceport, I don't know where it is. If it's in the middle of their grounds, it's gonna be pretty hard for us to get any information.
Wasn't that something we should figure out first? Do they just use the normal spaceport, or do they have like a private one? Or
Well, we could. So that's something Solomon could ask when he goes to the spaceport.
All right. So, what are your plans of action, guys? You still have 2 unconscious nobles on your ship as well, just FYI.
Yeah, I've been asking about that. Should we just like, what are we doing with these guys again, or are we just like getting rid of them? I mean, if you guys aren't doing anything, maybe I shouldn't say it.
What were you
want
gonna
to send them off with a
say?
mutable dream?
Well, I mean, spare parts.
Gideon just wants to turn them into Space Marine drugs.
No. Nah, let's just dispose of them. It would be...
I think we just dispose of them because everyone else that was on the hunting trip is dead. But people are going to be wary about going, oh no, people are missing from the illegal Xeno hunting trip. And if we throw them out of orbit and they only die like 20 minutes after we've left because they hit the ground, took them that long to hit the ground. It should mean hopefully that we don't. They won't be able to trace it to us.
Well, I mean, there is the problem with pheromone tracking. They could have some kind of quote-unquote scent on the ship, but I'd recommend like just dropping them from orbit or something. I don't
Drop
really...
them from orbit over the sea or something.
If you drop them from orbit, like when they're in a decaying orbit over the sea, I don't think the sea is the problem. I think the atmosphere might be the more of the problem.
No, I know, but it's just in case there are any last bits. It'll be harder to find if they sink.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, mate.
Why not just?
I don't know how throwing people from orbit works in real life.
Why not just go high enough up and they'll just burn up on the way down?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Well, let's do that. Why don't we who wants to go to the spaceport?
Oh, you
I'll
guys
go
are
along.
in
I'm
a
happy to go
spaceship.
along with Solomon's.
We're in a ship that can go to space.
We have one. That's this. Our
You're
ship.
also in a ship that was docked at the spaceport like literally a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but
So we go for our orbital trip where we show a couple of nobles space because they normally don't see it because they're normally in large cathedral spaceships that don't have windows, and this one totally does, we swear. And then we return back to the spaceport.
sounds like a plan to me.
Ditto.
Well, maybe not nobles, maybe just like rich merchants.
Well, technically, you guys did come down as nobles. Dell and thingy. Severus are both still nobles technically until you guys switch
Yeah,
identities.
in that case, like you could just say that you're looking for your friend Gregor Osarius. You think he might have
there you
gotten
go.
on
Well,
the ship.
I wouldn't be going to ask that. I'm a nobleman.
You would.
You're the pay to help.
So,
But okay, let's go into space, drop these two off, then go back to the spaceport.
and then
do
send
some more
Solomon to go chat to
investigation.
people. Okay, so you guys leave the two poor bastards against the rear door, ready to be released into the upper atmosphere of this planet so they can burn up and dispose of any nasty old evidence from your rough handing. Poor people go for pistol whipped.
I kind of feel
Going
bad
back
for
to your
that guy.
quarters,
He's just a
cleaning
dumbass.
up. He's a dumbass. Dial, cleaning himself up from his escapades.
Foot splatting.
Blitzblatten. You guys led into orbit. Doesn't take you long. You're the dull warning klaxon indicating that you should keep out of the loading bay as the rear doors open.
Should have
Depositing
woken them up before.
No, this is cruel for being cruel.
And they might have given up this valuable secret.
About 10 seconds after that, the warning klaxons stop, and the door seals itself again once more at the command of the hardwired servitors in the bowels of your ship. You guys are now en route back to the station. Far behind you, two twinkling stars fall towards the ground, far, far below you.
I make a wish that all Xenos will burn.
All right, you guys approach the spaceport, smoothly landing, still identified as the pleasure craft of the noble Barbosa Octavius.
Totes pleasure craft, ignore the guns.
Totes. Oh, the IFF responder is his pleasure craft. The poor guy sitting in the, tower doesn't actually physically see the ship, so he's just like, oh yeah.
And anyway, these guns give me much pleasure. It's fine.
There
So,
we go.
you guys are in your landing cradle. Solomon, I heard you're the
Oh.
one who's apparently going to be friendly to people.
I guess. Anyone want to come with me?
Meh.
Yeah, I'll go with you, brother.
God. Anyone else?
Throws more money at people. Take that! Alright. So, you and your priestly companion, Mephitheus, the totally not a heretic,
Heretic.
head towards the administrative building for the spaceport. Doesn't take you long. You guys, at a brisk walk, takes you about 20 minutes to get there. Ducking inside past the robe forms is one of the administrative adepts that's coming outside. You see the front has a whole bunch of desks set out, in front of which stand or sit people in varying attire. Some of them wearing the neat uniforms of Navy, some of them wearing the more opulent and crazy fashions of rogue traders and that kind of thing, sprint traders and the like. Some of the more mundane merchant crewmen. And you see probably about 4 desks down from you, a very harrowed young woman sitting at the desk, typing away at the cogitator, awaiting the next person to come inside.
I go walking up. Hi.
Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. Hi. Yes. Welcome to the port. How can we be of assistance?
Sorry to bother you. It's my boss, one of these nobles. He needs to contact one of his other noble friends urgently. He's not seen him for a while. He thinks he may have gone to a ship in orbit. I don't suppose I don't suppose you've got like tracking information for his shuttle.
Sure. Make a term. The old German. That's a fellowship test, isn't it, Hey, if I remember correctly?
I have. Yeah, I've got charm. Oh, sweet.
Oh, you
My
got charm,
charm's,
okay.
my charm's 45. I rolled a 44 with that.
Yay!
Yeah. Looks you up and down. Being the skeevy, half burnt motherfucker that you are. Sure. I'll require some identification, sir, before we can release that information.
Do we have
Your employer, sorry.
Bob
Yeah,
Bosa. Meth. What's his name?
we have our fake identifications. We have that stuff.
I hope you didn't
Yes.
say that to him right there in front
No,
of
I know. I didn't say it.
kidding.
I didn't say
In
it.
case you guys do a, you guys
Yeah,
would have.
I'm just saying it to Hippo that we
I-
have fake identification,
I've
right?
got a T-shirt on that says I'm with the Inquisitorial acolyte, pointing at Meth.
Wow.
What even is your noble name?
Octavius Barbosa.
Yeah, that name. Him.
All right. And what ship name are you registered under, sir?
The Barbosa beautiful yacht.
Matt, is that what your ship's called? That you guys are under at the moment?
We did not actually give it an official name. We just said it called the
No,
Plymouth.
the beautiful Barbosa barge.
Yeah, that works. That's good.
All right. Just hold on for me. She taps away at the cogitator. Sounds a little bit of the really stupid fucking name. Well, we do have a ship docked under that name. Would you mind waiting a moment as we just contact them to verify your identity?
Yep.
All right. You shear pick up the receiver. And on the ship's bridge, you guys hear the notification of an incoming transmission from the spaceport.
I just pressed the button. Hello, this is Octavius Barbosa.
Good morning. Morning, sir. We have a gentleman here who says he's here at your behest to retrieve some information.
Yes. One of my retinue. He's taking so long.
I'm very
I'll have
sorry.
to flame when he gets back. But yes, he's
Oh.
working for me.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
No problem.
She looks at you. He says he's going to flay you.
Oh, he's a real joker.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, we do have a ship in order in orbit at the moment. You said that the gentleman's name is
Gregorisaurus.
Gregorisaurus. Oh yes, the patient hunter. Yes, we do have it in order in orbit at the moment. Yes. It looks like they've had the ship was in for repair by the looks of it. They had a decompression, and they've been shuttling up crew every 2 weeks. That's probably why he's probably in orbit at the moment. It's been there for some time. We can clear you. You have your own vessel.
Yes, we do. Yes. There's no need for that. He just wanted to know where he likely was.
Oh,
His
okay.
vessel's still on the planet. Did we ask that? Sorry.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Then
It's in orbit.
when was the last
No,
shuttle?
with the transports.
She looks. The last one was 3 days past. Went up with the next crew shipment.
3
But-
days. Say.
Yes, but I'm sure the gentleman has his own shuttle. I don't think he'd ride with the crewman.
And
Noble's
but
not really the kind to
you
do
you
that
don't,
kind of
you don't
thing.
track private shuttles.
No. It's just it's in dock at the moment.
So his private shuttle is still on the planet.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And when was the last time that went anywhere?
I can't say, sir. But your friend is most likely on the planet. I'm sorry, I can't really tell you more than that. We have to, I've already said too much.
Okay, I'm sure he's on the planet.
Try his manner, perhaps. I'm sorry. Look, there's a bit of a line forming. If you
Okay,
could.
okay, that's all. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Have a nice
off I
day.
go. Back to
Alright.
the ship.
So back to the what's it? Barbosa barge.
Beautiful Barbosa barge.
Shit.
Yeah, because I like big, beautiful barges, man.
Uh huh.
That's what I heard about you.
So, Solomon, what did you find out?
So apparently, there's been shuttles going up and down from his ship every 2 weeks. Apparently, there was a decompression. They've been shipping up repair crews, and his private shuttle still on the
Replacement.
planet.
Griffey, I want to make a roll. Mainly because I don't want to metagame this, but because I've already identified that the creature as Dark Eldar, would I know that they generally like to murder things for fun?
You could certainly make a knowledge Xenos or Forbidden Law Xenos, whatever the hell it's called at all.
Do some investigation.
that with so many successes.
All of the
four
successes. Oh man, you know they love murder. They love murder fucking, murder masturbating, murder eating, murder surfing, murder eating. They just really love murder.
Holy fuck, they love murder.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
much. Oh, guys, from what I've read about these Dark Eldar, they are a race that revels in murder and atrocities and things like that. What if the way he's been paying them all this time is a private like hunting ground where he would just shuttle up random nobodies from this planet, and just constantly send them up to get horribly slaughtered? It would practically be a Dark Eldar holiday.
That sounds like some Xeno scum heresy. I wouldn't put it past the dog.
I mean, what Services literally just described was Xeno heresy.
I will
Also,
murder
it seems
him
possible.
and anyone who corrects me.
If that is the case, then there might not be that many people actually on his ship, like speak of. On this ship.
Well, they could have just been saying that the shuttles are for replacement crew. They could just be transporting the Xeno up and back and forth from the ship.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that could be the case. What do we want, guys? Do we want to kind of go into space and scope out the ship, or do we want to try and see if we can track down this personal transport ship that might still be on the planet somewhere?
I think the personal transport, we can keep a relatively low cover that way. Verify our findings.
You look out of the window. It's literally there.
It's also
Really?
literally there. We're the
just
worst investigators
Oh, I look
of
out
all
the window
time.
to make sure.
You
Oh.
do see quite a few shuttles parked there, actually, of other nobles.
Now that I know he has a personal shuttle, Griffey, can I try and search for it?
Sure, go for it.
Ugh.
Don't
God
do
damn
that,
it,
I
asshole.
hate
damn
this
it.
physics bounce in this stupid game. I'm gonna use my second fate point.
Goddamn Tick Adams can't file shit.
Nope.
The guy who got to do
Damn,
the spaceport
bounce.
records is just absolutely fucking awful at his
I'm
job.
literally gonna fire. I'm gonna have him and his entire family fired.
Yeah,
It's
we
just like
only
some-
roll well when we're beating up rinky-dink little people who are tied up.
Yes.
Hold on, let's tie up the guy who did the records. That will help.
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
okay, guys. I'm just tapping away at the cogitator. I'm like, I can't seem to find anything on his personal transport. Have you guys got any ideas for how we might track this down?
Could we look for traffic to and from the ship? Do we know where the ship is?
In orbit.
It's in orbit.
No, we're talking about the personal transport ship.
Oh,
I speak out loud
On
to
the
no one in
planet.
particular. Of course it's in orbit. That's a stupid thing you just said.
Well, if looking out the window, there are lots of other noble ships. We could just walk around, look for signs, ask people.
You're good at asking people. I like the sound of that.
Yes, more homework for you.
You're really
because,
getting into this noble stuff, aren't you?
I am.
to be
But
fair,
also, I do the data checks
Because they've been going so well.
so well. Yes, yes.
and to be fair, you hid in a closet way
Yes.
too much the last outing.
So I'm more than happy for you to go and walk around and ask people things. I'll even tag along, but I'm not good with the people. I can barely stand you people.
I guess I'm going to start walking out around the spaceport.
It's actually
Other guys
fairly
can also
easy.
go ask. I mean, I don't know, Del. Would you have any contacts you could talk to in the arbitres that might know something? I don't know. You cops all talk. I hear you cops gossip like fishwives.
I hate fishwives.
You
And
hate
heresy.
everything, Del. That's fine.
They're mutants.
I could call in, but bear in mind it's just a general network check. I
Well-
don't know that I could find much.
While you
Yeah,
guys are
but
discussing
just-
this,
You can always just go to the
Solomon
police station and like gossip.
walking, just looking at the different ships, it's actually pretty easy, considering most of them have the crest of the noble houses on them, prominently displayed. It really doesn't take you all that long to find the one you're looking for.
My gosh, it's those hunter's eyes.
Microbeat. Yep, guys, I found it.
Well, that was easy. How did you do this? We expected this to take days.
I'm just that good. Just make
is
sure
there
you tell the
anyone around
Inquisitor I
ship?
deserve a pay rise.
Oh,
Not at the ship as such, no.
so it's
sitting in its
blazingly
cradle, looks
obvious.
like it's been freshly painted. Or repainted, the family crest and that kind of thing, from the heat of re-entry.
Guys, I'm just thinking because we know that there's probably some Dark Eldar on this planet somewhere because they've got Ben.
They travel dimensions.
Yeah.
Ben,
They've
The
got a
two of
Xenos
us.
creature we need to kill.
Both space and time!
the two of us need look no more.
But if this is here, then where are they? Because I mean, surely if they're on this planet, they're going to want to try and get back to the ship at some point.
You're assuming that Eldar use shuttles.
Hold on. Do you actually know anything about these aliens? Do they use shuttles? Do they have any heretical magic? I'm asking
Well,
because I was
they-
actually
they
thinking
do
that,
have
not because
magic,
of meta.
but it
Make
normally
a knowledge Xenos roll, Matt. For
normally
the roll
they
of
have to have a
Xenos.
Stargate to get it to work properly. Yeah, I know all about. I actually know how to. I've actually traveled the webway personally, multiple
You
times.
know that they have numerous ways of traveling. They don't use the warp, for one, like the Imperium does. They have some other method of FTL travel. You know that they have apparently got some kind of network travel system that they can use to cross vast distances. And you have heard in the past from your Order Xenos comrades that there are indeed portable ones that one could use to get to and fro from different locations over short distances.
Guys, I've just remembered that these aliens are incredibly weird, and they can teleport using a webway of some sort.
the only,
I see. The thing worse than
They can be
heresy.
confusing. I won't get into details, but
the
it's
only
pretty
thing I
weird.
hate worse than heresy is weeboos.
Yes.
We've heresy.
But this means that they could be back on that ship. If I remember correctly, they can set up portable devices, so they could be moving backwards and forwards at will. I think we need to
That
try and investigate the ship
sounds
in orbit.
Very ominous.
Do we want to have a scout around inside this shuttle, see if there's anything in here?
It could be worthwhile.
Yes, you who hide in cupboards should go and look.
I have not hid in a
That
single
is your
cupboard.
Indian name. He who hides in cupboards.
We did not divulge anything about hiding, so you don't know that.
I'm not.
I'm
at least
meta
I'm not
as
the one
shit.
who did the did the Heresy and used some xenotech.
You don't want to talk about heresy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my
We
God.
met it today, boys.
Shouldn't throw rocks in heresy houses, I guess.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's have a scout around here. Around this
Alright.
ship. Who wants to go scout? Who's good with the sneaky and
Nope.
stuff?
Are there any guards, anything around this
Easy.
shuttle?
Techs walking around, you see engineers, people dragging fuel lines. You see one of the other ships off to your right busy getting repainted. Doesn't look like anybody's really paying attention to you specifically.
Can I look around for like unused clipboard and hard hat?
Fuck.
In the
Sure.
Navy.
Make a perception roll for me at -30.
In the Navy. Oh shit.
No.
No. Unfortunately, you don't see any clipboards or hard hats at the airport.
Wow, health and safety standards are slipping. I'm just gonna casually walk up the stairs then and just like smile and nod to everyone I walk past.
Walking up towards the ship. Approaching the entry gangway, what do you want to do?
Just wait until nobody's kind of looking and just kind of try and slip in.
Door appears to be sealed. Next to it, you see the gene code lock awaiting the
Piss.
handprint of the noble to unlock it. So, Mr. Security, what do you want to do?
We didn't cut off his hand. That would have been really useful.
Can we use his
Um,
leg?
You're probably not wearing it out in the open, at least if you are.
Well, his body's kind of like at the bottom of a ditch,
Your ring
burned
might
to a
work.
crisp. Mm. Is
Or just
there?
try to pick the lock. Haven't you got a toothpick or something?
I've got better than a toothpick. I have a scroll, a multi-key. Can I try and multi-key the lock open?
You can certainly try.
May the Emperor be with you.
Okay.
I'm not
okay.
even there. I just say it in the
So
microbead.
That's 2 degrees of success using my multi-key.
You don't hear any alarms go off. See the print flash, clear, and then the hand outline is replaced by a blinking entry waiting for 4 numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I examine the touch screen and see where it's worn the most?
Hmm?
Sure, make a scrutiny test. Like real close.
Something was worn on this
9.
plastic.
Holy fuck. How many degrees is that?
3.
You see the very, 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 very faintest of outlines.
Actually, no, that's 4 degrees.
It looks like 5610.
I press those numbers.
Immediately, alarms don't go off and the door opens.
Whoop, whoop.
Then the Dark Eldar stabs you.
Max, this was too easy.
Then you are stabbed
I'm-
by Dark Eldar.
I'm making backup.
Okay, door is open. Inside, you can see the lavishly appointed shuttle. It's not very large. Looks like it's got a communal area, chairs, couches. Here and there, you can see straps artfully hidden away for the crash webbing and things like that. You can see a cabinet. Looks like it's got some liquor in it. Cogitator discreetly set up in one corner. A very fancy miniaturized model. It only takes up like half a table. And you see another door, most likely leading to the cockpit.
Severus, you may need to come over here. There's a cogitator. You're good with those.
I'll go and have a look.
All right, you wander down casually, strolling until you see the House Isaris crest and the waiting form of Solomon next to the open door.
Yep. I'll go up and I'll have a look at the cogitator while he carries on investigating.
Sure. What are you guys looking for?
Well, I just want to access the cogitator and see if I can get any communications.
Sure.
You know
Turn
where
it
he's
on.
like This is the story about how I was a heretic.
You turn it on. It comes on with the software. It says password required.
Crap. I'll try and use security, see if I can figure something out. Do I know like a glitch in this operating system?
Sure, it's not hack through time. Why not?
Hack through space and time with my 4 degrees, 27, 28, 29, 30. No,
How many is
my
it?
4
Five.
degrees, my 4 degrees of success.
You see that this OS hasn't been updated in a long time. And it doesn't take you long to use the security vulnerability to bypass the security and get inside of it. What info are you looking for?
Well, I want to look for his messages.
Solomon, what are
Yes.
you looking for while he's on the cogitator? Sorry.
Anything that is odd.
Okay, just search. You just want to go through it, right? So it's just
Yeah,
going to be what
Take
perception.
my time, just look through all the drawers, look through all the cupboards.
All right, go for it, Matt. You're looking for my
I
baby's
want
first heretic.
two things really: his messages, and then is there any information on this cogitator about where his main ship went recently?
You look through it. The cogitator itself doesn't actually have a whole lot of what you're looking for. It looks like it's mostly here for convenience, for sending and receiving messages and checking up on sales and dates and things while en route to his
Okay.
home or ship. It doesn't
So
really have
message
a
just sounds
whole.
good.
Sure. You browse through them. It's mostly things like, what time are you going to be at dinner, and fire so and so, hire this guy, bribe this company. Like the usual stuff. Nothing too incriminating.
Yeah, carry on. After that, I've got one last thing I want to check for, but carry on for you one first. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing really like especially heretical that you see.
Well, what this cogitator should have is all the docking codes and security codes for the actual main ship in orbit.
You're gonna have to go to the front to do that. This is just a cogitator. It's not the ship computer.
Okay. Well, I don't
It's
know.
the equivalent of a desktop machine, basically. You're looking for the flight computer, which is in the front.
Okay, so this really hasn't got anything useful on it then.
No, like I said, it's just a little
I'm
personal
gonna go
machine.
to the flight computer then and just try and get all the docking codes and stuff.
Oh boy. The machine spirit is going to love this. So, Hippo, before we do the wonderful technological heresy that he's about to commit, what are you looking for?
Technological? I'm just downloading some data.
Yeah, I used a fate point and got 2 degrees of success in my search through the cupboards and stuff for anything out of the ordinary.
You find an obscura pipe and a whole stash of that.
I touch and put it back.
Yeah,
Nasty habit.
That's pretty much it, really. Nothing.
Actually,
nothing
no,
else.
I pocket the obscura.
Oh shit! Getting wanted. Okay. So, Mr. Matt,
Yes.
what are you going to try and do to get information from the ship? Because unfortunately, this is a part where you need things like mechadendrites and be initiated into the inner secrets of the Mechanicum. What heresy would you like to attempt?
I literally just want to download the codes onto a floppy drive and take it away.
All right. Make a
I
tick
will
use
press
me.
the buttons.
Can I help?
You can certainly try.
Do what?
Roll a tick use test for me, please.
Okay. 4 degrees of success.
All right, let's
Plus, if
apply.
Hippo was helping me and giving me plus 10, it's 5 degrees of success.
All right. So you start tapping away, trying to get the information, but it's almost like something is avoiding you. It's like every time you try and get the information that you're looking for, it's almost like something squirrels it away and moves it around.
Okay.
Some kind of either a security device, machine spirit, or encryption of some kind is actively denying you from trying to get this information. What would you like to try and do?
I'll just try security and see if I can work my way around the security then.
All right. Hippo, you're going to be assisting again.
Yeah.
I make that, but no degrees of success.
You are cutting through a lot of the information, trying to pull it out, trying to get to what you're looking for, but there's something that you're not familiar with that's actually actively futzing with what you're trying to do. And it's not really something that you're familiar with, and the fact that you don't know what it is actually irritates you a little bit, considering your wide array of knowledge and about the Imperium and its enemies and its technology and its people.
Okay. Well, there's nothing to find here then, Solomon. Let's be off.
Okay.
I can't get this to work.
All right. So, you guys head back to your ship. You know the location of the ship that you're looking for. You know that there may or may not be some Dark Eldar on the ship. We've only seen one so far. Frederick is still missing. And that's where we'll pick up next week for now.
Nice.
So, gents, thoughts, ideas?
This was awesome today. I had a lot of fun.
What about you, Hypo?
We really need to get some of that gene tracking stuff for Frederick.
Yeah, we do.
To be fair, it's not exactly his fault.
Isn't it?
Just give me 2 seconds, somebody's on my phone.
It is.
It's all his fault. Blame Frederick.
So this was pretty fun today, I thought.
Yeah, it was good.